Hey everybody, how's it going tonight? How's everybody doing? Welcome to the live. Welcome, come on in. Let me know where you're all watching from. If you don't know who I am, my name is Steven. I live in Jacksonville, Florida, USA. I'm an online business coach, and I was a former 9 to 5 worker and a gig worker. And I worked retail for 12 years, and I lost my job. And since doing those two things, I have since then discovered a online business where I work a couple of hours a day from my phone. And now I teach others how to do the same thing in what I am doing. So, if that relates to you, come on in. Come on in. So, in today's title, I want to talk about is about gig work. Gig work isn't freedom; it's just another job in disguise. I'm going to repeat it again. No, gig work isn't freedom; it's just another job in disguise. And I'm going to explain 4 reasons why. I'm going to explain 4 reasons why. Let me go there. I'm going to explain this to you. 4 reasons why gig work isn't a real freedom, it's just a job in disguise. Number one, you're still trading time for money, right? No matter how independent it feels, if you don't work, you don't get paid, right? Uber, DoorDash, Instacart, Lyft, Fiverr, all of them keeping you locked in the same trap. Your income stops the moment you stop working, right? No, true freedom means that your money works for you, not the other way around, right? Number two, you don't have control. You don't control the platform. Now, I repeat, you do not control the platform. Gig platforms can deactivate you, change the rules or at any time, or cut pay rates overnight. And there's nothing you can do about it. It's no different from a boss deciding to let you go, right? Make it make sense. That means you're not the boss. The app is, Uber is, DoorDash is, Grubhub is, Instacart is. They're the boss, not you. Make it make sense now. Number three, the real growth or leverage. No growth or leverage, you guys. No growth or leverage. Gig work doesn't build equity, skills that scale, or passive income. You can grind 60 hours this week and still start back at zero every week. You're not building a system, you're maintaining survival mode. Make it make sense. Number four, it feels flexible, but it's still a trap. Sure, you can choose your hours, right? But it's not your lifestyle. You often work overnights, weekends, or holidays just to keep up, right? And let me tell you guys something, that's not freedom. That's a 9 to 5 in disguise with no benefits or stability. Just like with a 9 to 5 job, no, these gig apps can deactivate you at any time without any warning. So let's see who's all here. Let's see, Alex Roll. I can't pronounce your name. Welcome into live, everybody. Let me know where you're watching from. If you don't know who I am, my name is Steven. I am a online business coach. I'm also a former retail worker and as well as a gig worker. And I used to do those things. I did retail for 12 years. I did gig work for 4 months. But I have since then discovered a business online where you can work 2 hours a day from your cell phone. It's beginner friendly. No tech skills is needed. There is no upline or downline and not an MLM. And you make 100% profit that goes straight to you. And it's massive resale rights. Now, before I go any further, let me say this real quick. If you're here just to sit and scroll, this live ain't for you. I'm not here for entertainment. I'm not here to make you laugh or help you kill time while you scroll. My goal here is to serve people and give people value. I'm here to help build future CEOs and business owners. I am here for the people who are serious about changing their life. And I'm going to tell you right now, I don't care about the numbers. I don't care about the numbers of viewers. I care about quality over quantity. The ones tired of clocking in every single day, tired of trading their time for money, and ready to learn the skills to build something real, and eventually be able to leave your 9 to 5 for good. That is my goal for you guys. So if that's you, lock in and let's engage. And I'm also talking to the ones tired of having strangers get in their cars, driving them for miles up and down these highways and streets, doing Uber, Lyft, and doing DoorDash food deliveries. Getting food from restaurants and getting these grocery deliveries and, running them up and down 3 and 4 flights of stairs, right? And let's face it, some of us are not in shape to be running up and down flights of stairs. Make it make sense now. Make it make sense. As 9 to 5 workers, most people, all they know is to use their physical body and do hard physical labor. But it doesn't have to be that way. But unfortunately, that's how we were taught from the time we were kids. That if we don't do physical work, then we don't make money. But let's make it make sense now. It's 2025, and 2026 is almost here. Times have changed drastically. Everything is going digital, and it's continuing to go digital. The very phone that you're looking at me with in your hand or whatever, it's also digital. If you have a phone and you have a couple of hours a day to spare, you can make passive income from your phone. And you'll be taught the skills step by step in the business I'm going to talk to you about. Now, I'm going to say this again. So if you're on my live and you're just here to troll and disrupt my live and disrespecting others, zero tolerance for that here. You will be hidden from this channel. I want real people here. People who are ready to work smarter and not harder. So if that's you, let's engage, comment, and stay locked in. Everybody else, you can scroll on. We are here to build legacies here. So let's be real, you guys. Let's be real. Every single month we work hard, right? We work hard, get that paycheck, and before the weekend's even over, it's gone. We pay our rent, we pay our mortgage, sometimes we grab a Starbucks in the morning, right? Maybe even order something off Amazon or binge watch Netflix at night after work. And you tell yourself this, I deserve this. And guess what? You absolutely do. But here's what most people don't realize. All those things, all that money, it's gone forever and it never comes back. You are basically working to fund other people's empires or businesses like Netflix, Starbucks, Temu, Amazon, Walmart, Target. Guess what? They make billions of dollars every single week while you're just barely surviving and getting by. Come on now, make it make sense. Drop a 1 in the chat if this is making sense to you. See anybody in here? Let's see. I don't know what you mean by that. Loot, whatever. Not sure what you guys mean by that. Anyway, now imagine this for a second. What if you took that same $100 or $200 you spend every single month on things that disappear, right? And put it towards something that could build your future. Something that could actually give you time, and not just on the weekends, but time in general. Because guess what, you guys? The most valuable asset that we all have on us, that includes me and you, is our time. But yet, so many people give so much of their time to these companies that don't care anything about them. And these companies can replace you just like that if something happened to you. If they decide to lay you off or fire you, if you pass away, they'll replace you just like that. Oh yeah, you're replaceable. It doesn't matter how long you've been there. It does not matter how long you've been there. I was at my job for 12 years. And guess what? They decided they no longer needed me. They let me go. and it's like I never existed. So that's why it's important to have a plan B or a backup plan. Most people don't have a plan B or backup plan, and for a long time I didn't either. And it took me losing that job to truly give me a wake up call and remind me that I need to be doing something better. I need to have more than one stream of income. And that's why I did the gig work for a little while, because they always advertise talking about, you could set your own hours, you could be a business, this could be your own boss. But the truth is, you don't own those apps. You don't have control over those apps. It's just like working for an employer. And those apps, they can deactivate you just like that. So after doing it for 4 months, and after losing my job in 2022, I'm like, you know what? There's something better for me out there. So for the next year and a half, I started to do online research to figure out ways how to work from home. So I looked into Amazon FBA, and I also looked into drop shipping. However, um, you know, after looking into those, like, no, this is not for me, because you have to, with those two things, you have monthly fees. You have to pay for a lot of overhead, like inventory. You got to pay for storage. You got to pay the people in the warehouse to be able to handle the merchandise. So, when the merchandise is gone, you have to reorder it and restock it. So yeah, that's a lot of overhead. And I was not looking for that. So in March of 2024, I was actually scrolling on TikTok. And I didn't even think anything of it. I was scrolling like many hundreds of thousands of people worldwide do. I was just scrolling along, and all of a sudden I came across this older country gentleman. I'll never forget it. He was talking about working 2 hours a day from your cell phone, working from home. He's like, if you're tired of struggling, if you just lost your job recently, and your 9 to 5 is working you silly, you can work 2 hours a day from your phone. I'm like, huh? What? Hey everybody, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to see about my elderly mother. She's a diabetic, so her blood sugars dropped. So I had to stop for a moment to see about her. But I am back. So let's see. If you are new here, welcome. Don't forget, make sure to subscribe to the channel. I'm an online business coach. I'm also a 9 to 5 retail, a former 9 to 5 retail worker, and I also did gig work for 4 months. And I now help other 9 to 5 workers and gig workers learn the skills to make passive income from their cell phones, you know, by reselling e-learning digital products. So if that's you, come on in, welcome. You could also visit the link in my pinned comments, legacywithsteven.com. You will go there, you'll put in your first name and email, you can connect with me. You'll have my phone number, and you'll get 30 sets of emails from me explaining about the business that I do. And you'll also have access to the website as well. There's no pressure here. You can look through it carefully and then, decide for yourself if this is the kind of business that you want to do. But it's definitely worth taking a look at. So, all right. Let's see. But yeah, I was scrolling on TikTok and I came across this older country gentleman. He was talking about working 2 hours a day from the cell phone. So I froze in place. I'm like, 2 hours a day from your phone, having an online business? Just like many of you, I thought it was too good to be true. I thought it was too good to be true. So I leaned in and I listened to him. And I listened to him for the next 5 days. And then on the 5th day, that's when I decided to invest in myself. I was like, you know what? I don't want to go back and put in multiple applications for another dead-end 9 to 5 job. I already gave 12 years of my time to somebody else, to some company that didn't care anything about me. I already did 4 months doing deliveries and rides, and I knew I didn't want to do that no more. So I took that leap. I was scared to death, but guess what? I took that leap and I invested in myself. So anybody can do it. So from there, I locked in. I started to learn the skills. It wasn't an overnight thing. It took time, But then everything started to change for me, working 2 hours a day. And that's why I'm here tonight, to explain, to wake up that part of you and know that there is more to life than your next paycheck. Kane's child, how's it going today? And the crazy part, you guys, most people spend more money in one weekend than it would take to start their own online business. But they don't think twice about Starbucks, Netflix, Amazon, or even eating out. $5 coffee here, $12 to $15 lunch there, $50 to $200 eating out at dinner at Cheesecake Factory, right? Olive Garden, or even Carrabba's. And some of you will even, spend $100 to $300 on concert tickets to go see Beyonce, Lil Wayne, Usher, Rihanna, Nicki Minaj, those kind of people, just to name a few. You'll go there and spend $100 to $300 screaming at the top of your lungs for somebody you'll probably never even meet in person. And the thing is, you guys, now I'm not saying everybody's broke, but some of you are, but most of you are not. And guess what? It's not a thing you're being broke. You're just funding everybody else's dreams. Every time you go to Starbucks, every time you go to Walmart, every time you go to Target, right? Every time you go get concert tickets, you're building somebody else's wealth while you're just staying over the poverty line. Come on now, make it make sense. You're building that CEOs of that company's wealth. He gets to go out overseas with his mistress and stay in a multi-billion-dollar hotel while you're over there at one of his factory locations, slaving away, making minimum wage. Come on now, make it make sense. Make it make sense. Because let's be real, you guys. Netflix isn't going to give you passive income. Starbucks is not going to retire you or pay your rent. But the skills you built for yourself, those will feed you for life. Now, let me ask you guys this question. Let me ask you this question. If you were to lose your cell phone right now, or somehow, goodness forbid, it got damaged or broken, you would literally go into panic mode, right? You'd be racing down to the store, pulling out your card and grabbing a brand new iPhone 17 Pro Max without even thinking twice. But even put that on a payment plan, nope, with no hesitation, because guess what? You need that cell phone that you use every day. You use it every single day for so many different tasks. But here's the part that blows my mind. The business I'm talking about right now, the same one that changed my life, it costs less than that cell phone that you'll gladly go and finance, right? And the difference, that new iPhone 17 Pro Max, it will cost you every single month. But this business that I have, it can make you money from that same phone you're already using. Now, let me make something very clear here. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm not here to convince nobody to do anything. The only purpose I have here is to give people value and to serve other people here. People who can relate to me. People who are 9 to 5 workers. People who are gig workers. Who gives people rides and do deliveries. Those are my people. So if that's not you, you can kindly exit this live stream. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to my people who are sick and tired of being sick and tired, who is upset, broke, disgusted, and frustrated, and who's ready for a change in their life. And let me tell you guys something. Nothing's gonna change unless you make a change. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's coming to rescue you. You are your own rescuer. And look, I'm just a messenger. My job here is to give you the message. Whatever you do with this message, that's up to you. So anyway, and you know what? And I get it, you guys. When people scroll away the moment I say the word investment, because for years I was the exact same way. I was taught to be a consumer, not an investment. I'm not an investor. Most 9 to 5 workers, we were trained to spend money, not to multiply it. We were taught how to make just enough to pay bills, pay taxes, buy gas, and do it all over again. But nobody ever teaches us how to make our money work for us, right? We've been told that the safest thing to do is to go to school, get good grades, graduate high school, go to college, get into student loan debt, get a job, and depend on that paycheck. But guess what, you guys? We've all seen what's been happening in the news. Major layoffs everywhere. Party City going out of business. I think Big Lots was going out of business at one time. Amazon, UPS, and even government jobs, people are getting laid off. And you mean to tell me that a 9 to 5 job is a safety zone? Let's be real, you guys. The real danger is not investing in yourself in a business. The real danger is staying a consumer for the rest of your life, watching everybody else take a risk while you trade your time for a false sense of freedom and false sense of security. And that's why I share what I share. Not to sell you something, but to help you wake up that fact that you have to have the power to shift from being a consumer to becoming a creator and a business owner of your own income. And the sad thing is, the majority of people out here in society will never ever invest in themselves because they think that this or any other type of business is a scam, because society has taught us taught us to believe that having an online business is a scam, or having any kind of business is a scam. And that's why you only see a handful of people out here who are successful business owners, rather it be a brick and mortar business or a online business. Because you know why? These handful of individuals got out of their comfort zone and took a risk on themselves, a calculated risk, and that's why they are very successful. And do you guys know who Elon Musk is? I'm sure you guys know who Elon Musk is. Do you know who Jeff Bezos is? And I'm sure you guys know who Oprah Winfrey is, right? Come on now, make it make sense. We all know who they are, but guess what? These people, guess what? They took a chance on themselves. They a long time ago, they invested in themselves. They took a risk. And guess what? Do you think when they first invested in themselves, you think they knew exactly what they were doing? Heck no. They were scared to death. They didn't know what they were doing. But guess what? They took a leap of faith and they did it anyway. And guess what? Because they took that risk way back then, they are now multi-billionaires, all because they took the risk. A majority of people in this world, they stay where they are years from now because they never take a risk. A lot of people get old and be in a rocking chair and stuff, and they work for somebody else their whole entire life and never took a risk. You know, you got arthritis, your knees are hurting, your back is hurting, and rocking in there in that rocking chair, have gray and white hair, never did nothing with yourself. And I'm not saying this to put anybody down. I'm saying this to open up your eyes and give you facts. Again, you guys, this live stream is not for entertainment. I'm not here to make you laugh. I'm here to educate you and give you value. That is my goal here. So if you're here for just for entertainment, you can scroll away. There are plenty of other live streams here on YouTube where you can just, go to and laugh and hee and ha-hawing and, you can get entertained. But I'm here to educate you with purpose. The point I'm trying to make here is, and this is why most 9-to-5 workers are living from paycheck to paycheck and are broke, busted, and disgusted. A 9-to-5 job will never make you rich, guys. It will never, ever make you rich. It is designed to just pay you just enough so you have to survive and come back and slave away and trade more time for another 2 weeks of paycheck before getting paid again. An opportunity, now this opportunity that I'm talking about, you can invest one time and guess what? You can have a reoccurring income every single day. You can learn the skills to make passive income in your sleep every single day if that's what you want to do. Learn the skill to be able to run a bag from your phone in your pajamas, in your curlies, in your slippers. Going doing grocery shopping, being with your significant other, being with your family. That's the point I'm trying to make here. And guess what? You don't have to put anything down today. You don't have to put anything down today as far as for your main business. Now, the other things that I'm talking about, I'm going to show that to you in a minute. So now the other thing I'm going to talk about, I'm going to go ahead and show you. All right. So now again, you won't have to put anything down for your main part of your business, but you will have to pay a $39 website fee, and that's for your website because the company will build your website. And I'm going to talk about the digital products in a second. Now, the website is going to give you your automated system. It's going to give you access to our community. It's going to give you access to your back office and also access to your emails. So you're getting several big valuable things with a $39 website fee. So now the programs I'm here to talk about, is I'm with a Legacy Builders program, which is Master Resale Rights, or MRR, where these are e-learning digital products. e-learning digital products. Whoop. Yeah, these are e-learning digital products. But now right here, these are 4 digital products, and guess what? They're digital because you can't touch them, but you never run out of stock. And the beautiful thing about digital products, you don't have to worry about overhead. There is no overhead. And anytime you get a customer, you make 100% profit that goes straight to you. So I'm going to get ready to talk about these. So this is my website right here. If you want to know more about this business opportunity that I'm talking about, and you want to check out this in full detail yourself, so what you'll need to do is connect with me. And if you're watching me for the first time, definitely follow along with me. You can subscribe to my channel, and be sure to like this live, and put out, help this live to go out to more people who's looking for stuff like this. So what you would do, you would go to my link right here in the pinned comments. You would go here. You would go here. You would put in your email and your first name, and you'll click on this right here. And the next thing you're going to see after that, you'll see 2 videos. This will be the first video that you see. This is my mentor, Miss Michelle O'Neill. She's a mother of 6 and she has 5 grandchildren. And she has made $10 million now doing this business over the past 3 years. And she teaches us the skills every day on how to be our own boss. And see, you want to get around people who have done digital marketing. Digital marketing is in high demand right now. You want to surround yourself with people who have done this, but you have to be coachable. You have to be committed to your business. You have to stay consistent. People do business with people who show up. People do business with people who they know, like, and trust. So if you want people to know who you are, you have to be in front of them. And guess what? And I'm going to explain this other part to you in a minute. But yeah, you'll see 2 videos. You'll see this video, and you'll see the second video on my website. And this is the second video that you will This is the second video that you will see. All right. So you'll scroll down. You watch those 2 videos. And the beautiful thing is, with this business, you can become a licensed master reseller. So, but the only way you're going to get access to that, you would have to invest in yourself in the $900 program level, which is a Legacy Builders program. But you'll see a lot of different videos of our community members here, different testimonials. There's myself. That's my story about how I got started. And guess what, you guys? You'll be able to do an autobiography about yourself and put pictures here on this. You'll get the exact same thing as me. Now, the only difference is, depending on which level that you choose, you might choose the 100 or 900. You may have more or have less digital products, depending on which one you choose. Again, you guys, I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm just here to educate you and give you value about what I'm talking about. Now, I'm going to tell you right now who this business is for and why this is perfect for you. If you want to make extra income from home but don't know where to start, your 9-to-5 doesn't provide financial security, but you need a better way. You want to work from anywhere using your phone or laptop. Retirement is around the corner, and you need a reliable income stream. You're a busy parent looking for a flexible, family-friendly business, and this is definitely a family-friendly business. You've tried other opportunities but struggled to get results. You want a step-by-step system that takes the guesswork out of a business. Now, I'm going to say who this is not for. Sorry, but not for you. People who expect guaranteed results without putting in the effort. If you are looking for an overnight success without effort, this program isn't for you. This business isn't for you. Legacy building requires consistency, strategy, and long-term thinking. If you're looking for a guaranteed without doing the work, this isn't for you. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. Those unwilling to take action, if you prefer to consume information without implementing it, this isn't a fit. This program is designed for action takers. who apply what they learn. People who don't want to be on video or create content. Content marketing is a core part of the system. If you refuse to create videos or share ideas or building a brand, you will struggle with the approach. Those who aren't coachable, if you're not open to feedback, following a proven system, or making adjustments based on expert guidance, you won't get the full value of the program. People who want someone to do everything for them. This isn't a done for you service. You will get training, tools, and support, but you need to put in the work to build and grow your online business. People who lack the basic tech skills and aren't willing to learn. While the program is simple and beginner friendly, if you refuse to learn basic online business tools, it will be difficult to implement the strategies. Anyone who isn't willing to invest in their business, building a profitable business online or anywhere, it requires some level of investment, whether it's the tools, marketing, or ongoing education. If you are unwilling to invest in yourself, you may not be ready for this. So we got more videos here of testimonials in our community. So, all right, so I want to talk more about these digital programs right here. Now, these are the 4 programs that you could get. And these are educational digital programs. So you can learn the skills to make passive income from your phone with these programs. I've done it and thousands of other people have done it. So right here is a launch pad. You can make $100 a day with this, right? The launch pad, $100 a day, that's $36,000 a year. Now, $36,000 a year is pretty good. It's not life-changing money, but it's enough for you to go on a cruise. You can go out somewhere nice, get pay off several bills. No, that's pretty decent for that, but it's not life-changing. So that's $36,000 a year right there, $100 a day if you learn the skills. Now, this one is the passive daily pay blueprint. You could learn the skills from your phone to make up to $300 a day. No, that's $109,000 a year. How would that change your life? And with this, you would have 2 streams of income. You'll have this stream right here, and you'll have this stream. So you can resell both of these. Now, this one is the digital mastery. You can make $600 a day with this one, right? $600 a day, that's $219,000 a year. How would that change your life, right? And you'll have 3 income streams. You can resell this one, the $300 passive daily pay blueprint, and the launch pad, right? Which is $100. So you can resell these 3. So with this one, you'll have the master resale rights to all 4 digital products. You can learn the skills to make up to $900 a day from doing this right here. And $900 a day, that's $6,300 a week, right? That's $328,000 a year from your cell phone that you can make if you learn the proper skills. No income here is guaranteed. You have to be willing to learn the skills. You have to be willing to invest in yourself. You have to be willing to implement the strategies that we teach. So if you're not willing to do those things, this is not going to work for you. Don't even bother. Just save your money. Don't even bother. But see, most people are not willing to invest in themselves in the business. That's why most people stay broke, busted, and disgusted, because they're not willing to invest in themselves. You would rather invest into a company who doesn't care anything about you, who can get rid of you without no warning. But yet, you guys like to cry every time you see your paycheck. You like to boo-hoo and crying and sliding down the wall when that money looks funny. Come on now, make it make sense. Look, I'm here to wake up that part of you. I'm not here to make you laugh. This is not entertainment. I'm here to wake up that part of you that you know that you should be doing something better. And you know you're struggling. You know you're unhappy with the job that you're working at. You know you hate doing those Uber rides and delivery rides and putting strangers in your car, right? You know you're tired of it. Now, look, if you love doing that stuff, this is not the live stream for you. If you like clocking in every single day to a job, you like making $125 a day, right? You like going up and down 3 or 4 flights of stairs, delivering groceries and restaurant food to people, to strangers, go ahead, keep doing it. If you like it, I love it. If you like it, I love it. Make it make sense now. But I'm talking to those who are sick and tired of being sick and tired, and you're ready to learn the skills to break free from that 9 to 5. Now, I'm not saying quit your job today. No. I'm not saying stop doing gig work today. No, I'm not saying that. But however, you can have a backup plan. You can have a plan B for yourself. Most people only have one source of income for themselves, and that is dangerous. When a boss can control your income, when somebody else can decide if you have a job or not, that is dangerous. In this day and age, you need to have more than one stream of income. And me personally, I learned that the hard way because I did that retail stuff for 12 years. I worked for retail for over 10 years, and I did gig work. And I told you, I lost my job in 2022 after working for Walmart for 12 years. And it gave me a huge kick in the butt. And that's when I got my first initial wake up call. I'm like, you know what? I need to be doing something better. You can't put all your eggs in one basket with a job. A job is never going to allow you to be able to live next door to your boss. Your boss will never pay you enough money to be their neighbor ever. That's why you need to have more than one income stream. No, make it make sense. Make it make sense. And guess what, you guys? With these digital products right here, and guess what? It always stays in stock. It never runs out of stock. It's not like a physical products where you have a lot of overhead. These are digital. They're always in stock. With this business, it's a one-time investment in yourself, no monthly fees. Now, you do have to pay a $39 website fee, and you do have to have a website domain and a professional email domain. The website domain, you're going to attach that to your website. Now, you see it says legacywithsteven.com right here. That's my brand name. You're gonna create a brand name on GoDaddy.com. GoDaddy.com. I'm gonna show that to you. This is where you're gonna create your website domain and your professional email at GoDaddy.com. A lot of business owners, this is where they create their emails. And we're going to show you step by step in our business what you need to do and how to set up your business. And what I love about this business, you are in business for yourself, but you will not be in business by yourself. You will always have help with your business. You'll have my help, and you'll have the help of 57,000 other people who is also in this business. And I'm a part of a private community, which is called the Digital Growth Community. A community full of business entrepreneurs like myself. But you're going to come here and you're going to create your own website domain and your professional email. And now the professional email, you're going to need that because you're going to be sending emails to your leads, and you do not want to use Gmail or Yahoo. You don't want to use those because those will automatically go to spam. You want to have professional emails so your emails don't go to spam. Now, for my website domain, I paid $11.12, and it's $11.12 once a year. Now, for my professional email, I'm giving you guys a breakdown. I'm giving you the breakdown. I paid $23.99 for my professional email domain. Now, once a year is $95 for your professional email once a year. But that's not bad. You would have plenty of time within a 1 year period to come up with $95. plenty of time. And you know, now the initial purchase of these are very, very cheap. Very, very cheap. $23 plus, you know, $11.12. That's very cheap. So with that in my website domain, I paid what, $74? You know, that's not bad at all. Look, we'll spend $75 on stuff that we don't even need. That's not going to give us long-term value. We'll spend 74, $75 on bullcrap. That's not going to give us anything. Right? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. We waste $100 on stuff all the time that's not going to give us long-term value. But this business, you can invest in yourself one time and have reoccurring income. And guess what? Other than what I just mentioned, as far as your main program, you can start with zero down today. You can start with zero down today with these digital products. Zero down. And we do offer payment plans. I do offer payment plans on my website right here. You know, you could pay with, you know, you could pay with Klarna. You can pay with Klarna right here. You could pay with Klarna, right? And I'm going to show you exactly what it could possibly be for you. Let's see here. There's Klarna. I'm going to show you exactly what you can get with a $900 program. Now, again, you guys, when doing this, you need to have a mindset of a boss. See, business owners invest. Employees trade time for money. Employees automatically think, oh, he's just trying to scam us, or she's just trying to scam us. No, we're not. No, we are not. I'm educating you. See, you'll spend money on bullcrap that won't get you anything in the long run. You'll spend money on bullcrap that's not going to give you long-term value. You'll spend money on a TV. You'll put a payment plan on a big screen TV that's just going to that's going to be mounted on your wall or sit on a piece of furniture that's going to collect dust over time. And guess what? You're not going to get no return on your investment for a big flat screen TV. You're not going to get no long-term on your investment for a lazy boy chair. Right? Make it make sense. You know, you're not going to get nothing back on your turn to buy hundreds of dollars worth of clothes or that $2,000 purse, right? You're not getting your money back on that. But with this business, you can learn the skills to get a reoccurring income stream every single day, right? Make it make sense. So I'm gonna show you exactly. See, with this business right here, you could have a business for under $60 a month, once a month, with zero down today. As far as this main business, and all you do is get your website domain, your professional email domain, and your website fee, and you could be. And guess what? Within 24 hours, your business is gonna be up and running. And guess what? It's not like with Amazon. You know, you could start a business today working for yourself and being your own boss. Right? Make it make sense. And I'm going to show you something else. And guess what? If you can't afford $900, you can start a business for as low as $100 today. As low as $100. You can be your own boss. Right? And I'm going to show you exactly. You know, you could do PayPal, or you could do this right here. And I'm going to show it to you. Now, you could use Klarna or Afterpay with this business. Klarna or Afterpay. Let's see. I'm going to show you this right here. You could have a business for under $18 a month, for 6 payments under $18 a month, with zero down today. And you can learn the skills step by step. Again, this is a beginner-friendly business. You do not have to be tech savvy. You do not have to know anything about this. And it's beginner-friendly. And you'll be taught the skills step by step on what you need to do. But yeah, you could start a business for as low as $17.35 a month. Now, it is subject to credit approval because you will be using Klarna or Afterpay. But me personally, when I first started, I used Klarna because guess what? Now, this is a program that I started with. Let's see. Yeah, this is the one that I started with. I started with this one right here because I didn't, because I wanted to make decent money. Guess what, you guys? I didn't have the whole $300. Heck no, I didn't have the whole $300. So guess what I did? Guess what I did? I did a payment plan. I used this and I did a payment plan. I used Klarna. Learn more, and it'll show you exactly what your options are. You can start with zero down today. And what I did, all I did was pay for my website domain, my professional email domain, and my $39 website fee. But guess what? As far as my main business right here, I started with zero down. You could be a business owner with this one for under $27. If you can't afford $27, you can't afford $17.95. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. You might as well just keep working for somebody else. But you guys coming into this, you got to have a boss mentality. You got to have a boss mentality. People who have employee mentalities, they never invest because they think everything is a scam. People who think everything is a pyramid scheme or a scam, that's why they stay poor. That's why they stay poor for the rest of their lives until the day they die. Look, I don't know if you know who Warren Buffett is, but he says, if you don't learn the skills to make passive income in your sleep, you will work for somebody else until the day you die. And he's right. So if you don't want to work for somebody else until the day you die, you got to invest in you. You have to learn the skills and work for yourself. Again, this is a beginner-friendly business. These are e-learning, educational, digital products where you can have the master resale rights. You can become a certified master reseller. And you can sell these products over and over and over again. Now, some people jump into this business not to resell these products, because guess what? You do not have to resell these products if you don't want to. There's a lot of brick and mortar business owners who jump into this business because they don't know how to market their business. Online business owners and brick and mortar business owners, they buy these products because so they can get the education on how to market the business that they already have. See, a lot of places go out of business because the business owners don't know how to market. It's very important to know how to market. See, if you have a business, you guys, if you want people to know who you are, you have to put yourself out there. You have to put yourself out there. If you want to provide a service to people, or whatever, they need to know who you are. They need to know that you exist. But in order to know that you exist, you got to market yourself. So again, a lot of business owners with brick and mortar businesses and other online businesses, they invest in themselves in this business so they can get the education, right? You can take this right here and we can teach you how to create your own digital products. We can teach you how to open up your own business, right? Again, you guys, this is beginner friendly. Beginner friendly. So, all right. Okay, so I want to show you a few other things. Let's see here. I'm going to show you the community that I'm a part of. Let's show you the community that I'm a part of. All right, so this is the digital growth community that I'm a part of right here. We have 57,200 members in our community. When I first joined this, it was only 11,000, but it has really grown since then. And these are 57,000 people who got sick and tired of being sick and tired, and they were ready for a change. And that's why we're all here. Now, our mentor, Miss Michelle O'Neill, she gives us free videos every single day. She gives us mentorship. You will have a lot of mentorship in this business. Again, you'll be in business for yourself, but you will not be in business by yourself. And you can learn the skills and make passive income in your sleep, and you can earn as you learn, right? She gives us, again, she does webinars every week, for people who are new, and she also does Legacy Builders program training. So, But again, this lady right here, she's made 10 million. She made $10 million. She's a creator of the Legacy Builders program, and she made $10 million doing this business. So guess what, you guys? You will be taught and learn the skills from a millionaire, a self-made multi-millionaire. You know, before she started this, she worked in network marketing, and her final pivot was, she started seeing her paychecks, and guess what? It was her bosses that always made the profits. She hardly got anything, despite all the hard work she was doing. So she decided to create her own digital products, and then after that, that's when she created this community. So she will teach you, I will teach you, and we have other mentors in this business that will also teach you how to be your own boss. Again, you guys, you can learn as you earn with this business. You can learn the skills to make a bag from your phone while you're sleeping, while you're wearing your pajamas, doing whatever, while you're taking a shower, while you're going out to eat, while you're going to the movies. Whatever you like to do in your life that you enjoy doing, you can learn this. You can work 2 hours a day and learn the skills and be your own boss. And let me tell you something, you guys. Everything is going digital. Everything is going digital. And a reason why a lot of these companies are starting to lay people off, because these companies are actually adopting the digital technology, the AI and chat GBT technology. And guess what? They only need a few people to work these robots and AI technologies. Guess what? The rest of you guys, you're going to be useless. Some of you are on the chopping block at your job right now, and you don't even know it. You're not even aware of it. Your bosses and your CEOs, whoever you're working for, they're in the background trying to figure out how they're going to lay you guys off. Again, some of you are in danger of losing your jobs and you don't even know it. You're not even aware of it. And I made that same mistake. Again, I got fired from my job after 12 years of working there. I was there for over a decade. Company loyalty don't mean anything anymore. These jobs will replace you just like that, like you were nothing. They replaced me like I was nothing. So it's so important to have a plan B or have a backup plan for yourself. Very, very important. So I want to show you some stuff here, that's some of the value that you're going to get. So you better get started with the accessing the program, a 90-day confidence to cash sprint, right? Mentoring Zoom replays. There's a lot of mentoring Zoom replays here. Tech help and call replay. So if you're not tech savvy, no problem. Again, you'll always have help with your business. Free webinars and detailed resources. A digital growth ecosystem, right? 30-day momentum map. Legacy Builders program right here, of course. Mindset training, because with this business, you need to have a strong mindset. There may be days where you may have customers. There may be days where you may not have customers. And remember, you guys, you will be a business owner. You won't be an employee no more. You will be a business owner. Social media content training. You also get a content vault. There's a lot of great value here. 6 figures in 6 months. So my goal here is to give you guys value. My goal is, we also have a calendar. Legacy Builders. Let's see what I see here. I guess I don't say anything. But anyway, they have a calendar here about all the events that's coming up in our community. All right. Now, my goal here is to give you education and value. So, I'm going to turn you here. All right. So, you guys. So, if you're just watching, my name is Steven. I'm an online business coach. I'm also a former 9-to-5 retail worker. I worked for over a decade in retail, and I lost my job after working there for 12 years. I also did gig work for 4 months, and then a year and a half later, I discovered this business that I was just showing you. This live stream will be saved to replay after it's over. So, but anyway, but yeah, so anybody can be in business for yourself. You can work 2 hours a day from your phone. You can learn the skills to be your own boss. And I would love to connect with you. If you want to know more about this business that I have, definitely subscribe to this channel. Follow along with me. I do live streams 6 days a week. I do it 6 days a week, uh, Monday through Saturday. I take Sundays off. If you want to connect with me, go to the link in the pin chats here in the comments. And you're watching this in the replay, I'll put it in the comments and as well as in the live stream description. Okay? So you'll put in your first name and email, and you'll get a free blueprint from me in your first email. And then check out my website for free. There is no obligation. There is absolutely no obligation. Just look through it carefully. You'll see 2 videos. And just look through it, and you can decide which one is right for you. 96% of your questions will be answered on my website. Okay? But you can decide if this is for you. If this is not for you, then unsubscribe. And there's no more obligations. You'll never hear from me again, or anything like that. All right, so let's see here. All right, you guys, so I'm getting ready to leave for tonight, but I really want to leave you with this. I really want to leave you with this. So let me leave it with this. You weren't meant to put on this earth just to pay bills and die, right? You were meant to create something, to build something, to leave a legacy. The only thing standing between you and freedom is action. Every dollar you spend could either make you comfortable for a short time or set you free, but you decide which one is going to be. If you haven't already gone to my link yet, definitely jump in it, because the action takers are the money makers. I'm ready to work with you personally, help you start an online business, and show you the same steps that changed my life. And here's what happens when you join through me. You're going to get free access to a supportive community of mind-like people building their freedom together. And what I also love about this business is that you always have help. You will have help. I will help you. 57,000 other people will help you in the community that I'm a part of. And they'll also help you as well. You'll be in business for yourself, but not by yourself, right? Live mentors, real people who will guide you step by step every week. Daily and weekly mentor videos to keep you consistent and confident. Pre-built website and automations. Gain instant access to a high converting website set up in just hours. Faceless brand mastery. Learn how to build a powerful and personal business without ever showing your face. And guess what, you guys? I don't know if you noticed or not, but I did this live stream the whole time without showing my face. The only thing you're seeing is the curtains, my bedroom curtains, and the only thing you're seeing is my computer screen. But you never see, now you do see my face in the pictures right here on your screen, but not my face right now. But see, you can do this faceless if you want. And all you're doing is talking. And guess what? There's ways that you can create content without even talking either. You can just use words. We have somebody in our community, they made what, $86,000 doing a complete faceless brand. So, anyone can do it. It's possible. If the thing is, are you willing to invest in yourself? Are you willing to put in the effort? Because nothing comes without effort. You have to put in the work. You will be provided with an automated system. You will be provided with the tools necessary to be successful. However, you have to work your system. You got to drive traffic to it. All right. A daily passive income system. Unlock a proven method to earn consistent hands-free income in just 2 hours a day per work, right? Reoccurring revenue strategy. Built just like your bills, just like your bills, we have reoccurring bills every month. So should your income. You should have an income, reoccurring income every month. Make it make sense. Learn how to grow an email list of 20,000 plus, your most valuable asset. Social media monetization. You could turn your Facebook, Instagram, YouTube into profit machines, even with a small following. And another thing that I love about this online business is, in the e-learning industry, guess what? This business is global. It's not just constricted here to the United States. This business is worldwide. The whole entire world can be your customer base, right? There are 5.4 billion people worldwide on social media every single day. Less than 1% is in digital marketing. So again, the whole world is your customer base. Now, isn't motivation, you guys. I'm not here to motivate you. This is activation. So let's build something real here. And you know what I love about this? You don't have to be perfect to start this business. You do not have to be great to get started. Get started, you guys. Do it scared. Then you can work towards being great. Now I'm fixing to close this live stream, but I want to leave you guys. with something to think about. I really want you to think about this. Before you clock in to work today or tomorrow, before you get into that car and do your gig work like Uber or Lyft or DoorDash or etc., etc., every time you put a stranger into your vehicle, every time you pick up groceries or somebody's lunch or dinner and go up flights of stairs and drop it off at their house or apartment, when a customer talks down to you or curses you out because you were late with their food or their order was messed up at the restaurant, or when you got a teed off stranger in the back seat of your car because they were waiting for you to pick them up or whatever, or when you're out there tired, frustrated, and waiting for that next ping on your phone for another ride or a restaurant pickup order. When your boss yells at you at your regular 9 to 5 job, I want you to ask yourself this question. Is this really what I want to be doing for the rest of my life? Is this what I really want to be doing a year from now, and a year after that, and a year after that? Because here's the truth, you guys. Here's the truth. You cannot build freedom if you're spending it every single day helping somebody else to build theirs. The hours you spend driving around or clocking in could be the same hours learning a skill that pays you while you're sleeping. Every time you say, well, I don't have time, I don't have the money. No, what you're really saying is, I'm okay with being stuck. And I know deep down inside, you are not okay with being stuck. What you're also saying is that you haven't made your future, your life, or important enough yet. And that's why you're here on this live tonight. And when something is truly important to you, when something is truly important to us, no matter what, the sacrifice, no matter the situation, guess what? You're going to make time to do whatever is important to you. You're going to make time for it. You want more, you just don't know how yet. And that's exactly what I'm here to show you. So the next time you're out there doing deliveries or your boss is getting on your nerves, I want my words to echo in your head. You deserve better. You deserve change, but change only starts when you put your foot down and finally say, enough is enough is enough. A legacy starts with a choice, your choice, and tonight just might be the night you make it. So if you haven't already subscribed to this channel, I invite you to subscribe to this channel. If you want to connect with me, go to my link in this pinned comments, legacywithsteven.com. Once you click on that link, you'll put in your first name and email. You'll be connected with me. You'll have my phone number. You could call or text me with any questions that you may have. You'll also have access to my website. Look over it very carefully. There's no pressure. And you can decide for yourself if this is something that you want to do. But at least you'll see what you can do. All right, you guys. Well, I'll be back around this time tomorrow. You guys have a wonderful evening or a wonderful day wherever you may be watching.